I know some of y'all might think that I like the Clintons. I don't like the Clintons. Now y'all know y'all can say, "Oh, you said you voted for Hillary Clinton." Yeah, I held my breath. I voted for her over Donald Trump. I knew Donald Trump is an idiot. I knew he's dangerous. I knew he's gonna do a lot of things that's gonna hurt the country. But when the country get hurt, we tend to get hurt a lot more. We tend to get killed in the process. You know what I mean? But anyways, the Clinton family are hypocrites. They like to lecture black people or come out and want to correct us. Hillary Clinton has done it. Bill Clinton's done it multiple times. Bill Clinton and Hillary did this way back when Bill was first running for president. And I don't know how black folks still give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to certain things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I held my breath to vote for Hillary because, like I said, I know what Donald Trump is and what he's capable of doing. But other than that, liking the Clintons, I've never been Clinton fans. Never. I mean, Bill Clinton and Hillary and them went after Sister Soldier. They destroyed their sister's reputation. They talked to the black community as if we're a bunch of idiots. I never forget at Coretta Scott's uh, King funeral when she passed, and President Bush and Laura Bush was invited. And yeah, even though I agree, I think it was a time and place to be critical. They was criticizing the sitting president right there to his face. But then again, you know, after Hurricane Katrina and after some of the decisions that was being made, yeah, I could see why they was disrespectful. But still, I didn't think there was time and place. But Bill Clinton, they have a right to lecture a group of grown ass black people. Y'all need to. I can't do my Bill Clinton. My throat is bothering me. I don't want to start coughing again. But he basically lectured a bunch of black folk, and right then and there, black folks just said, "Dude, sit your intern fucking ass down. Shut the fuck up." It sound like he about to pass at any moment. That's that heart surgery. He be winded and shit, look all frail and shit. But anyways. His daughter Chelsea has a tendency to want to defend people who really don't need to be defended, but want to be critical of certain people at certain times. And I noticed it seemed like she's picked up her parents' mantle. And what I mean by that is that last week Chelsea decided that she wanted to defend old girl, was it Kellyanne Conway, that works for Donald Trump, who's been caught lying. I mean, every time she opened her mouth, a lie, a lie, a lie, a lie. She said some pretty condescending things towards different groups of people. Now, the thing is, Kellyanne has insulted her mother and father. But yet, Kellyanne felt the need to come to another white woman's defense. Chelsea Clinton, this was, and let me explain to you, excuse me, let me read this to you, then it'll become clear. Despicable. I hope Kellyanne Poles, Kellyanne Poles receives the apology she deserved. Certainly never thought I would write that and mean every word. What happened was last week, they had the bunch of those coons from the historic Black College meet with Donald Trump for a photo op. And you see how she's sitting on the couch. Now, I didn't think nothing of it. I mean, as a guy, automatically you might say, oh, she's sitting on the couch, got her legs open, that kind of shit. But people, those kind of jokes that some guys make. But the media made a big thing about it, saying that she was disrespectful in the Oval Office. Now, if you go look at the picture, obviously she was taking pictures. It's different pictures and different angles she was taking. But because of the history of the Oval Office going all the way back to JFK and recently with Bill Clinton, a woman on a couch like that, I mean, you guys know where it's going to go. And people made a big deal about it. So, and this is another image right here. And obviously she was taking pictures if you know what was going on. Because there's no way in heck she'd be up in here doing something. But then again, you have a bunch of black guys up in here and you got a white woman. That was another inference and shit. But I didn't make a big deal about it. Like, there's a lot of things we can be arguing about, shit that she said. Her putting her legs on the couch like that. Maybe she felt comfortable or whatever. But this one brother, this Congressman Cedric Richmond, he decided he wanted to make that joke, make it public. Well, Chelsea and other white women felt offended and demanded an apology from this congressman. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There have been white politicians who accused her mother of getting people killed, ordering people killed, saying that her mama got a penis and all kinds of shit. But this brother make a joke, not a funny joke, but a joke, because there's been a lot of inference about Mrs. Obama and her daughters over the last 9 years. Now, I don't recall Chelsea or any of these other white women getting up in arms about this. And I've talked about this before. But I guess coming from a black guy, that was a bridge too far. So Chelsea defends her and Kellyanne like, thank you. Now, here it is. This woman, Kellyanne, and her boss, Donald Trump, has said all kinds of disrespectful shit about her mother and father. Chelsea ain't say shit. Politicians and late night talk show hosts and reporters have made all kinds of insinuations about her parents, about her mama. But Chelsea ain't say shit. But then before that, Chelsea went and defended Donald Trump's special needs son, Barrett. Yeah, I say you like his special needs. I know he's 10 years old. Fuck it. Why in the fuck did we gotta be all polite and what when they attack our children? I mean, Donald Trump talk about the inner city. The kids in the inner city, they're not educated. Blah, blah, blah. So why should I respect this spoiled ass brat? But Chelsea ran to his defense. We shouldn't do it. Let him be a child. Now, to be fair, she could have defended Sasha and Malia. I don't recall it, but she could have done it. But if she did it, they didn't make a big deal out of it, and she didn't make a big deal about it. But where was Chelsea at defending Monica Lewinsky when they brought Monica Lewinsky up? Or Chelsea was old enough to sit there and call her daddy out. Remember, her father took a sit. And y'all, you got kids, send them out the room. I'll wait. Bill Clinton fucked Monica Lewinsky with a fucking cigar. He finger fucked her. She gave him head. He bust a nut on her face and on her dress. Yeah, she was gonna set his ass up because was that Linda Tripp told her to keep the dress in the freezer. They were gonna set his ass up. But still, when people attacked her and did you go out and defend her? And recently, when they was bringing up Monica Lewinsky, did you go out there and defend her? No. Oh, people gonna say, well, Harvey, Monica Lewinsky did fuck around with that, but still, no matter what, that's another woman that the media attacked. Monica Lewinsky got treated unfair. Bill Clinton's treated like a rock star. When people told your mother to leave Bill Clinton, people say, stay out of their business. You don't know their love. They love each other. But you're gonna sit here and you're gonna get mad at somebody making a joke about a white woman that's basically have defended Melania Trump when it came down to stealing Mrs. Obama's speech. Said some of the most racially insensitive things. Have lied. Have defended Donald Trump. A man said, I just grabbed him out of pussy. I can't help myself. But the black guy makes a joke. That's a bridge too far. Growing up, grabbing a woman, violating her space. They don't get you. I don't recall Chelsea or any of these white women running to Sasha and Malia defense when people talking about fucking the Obama's daughters or putting their faces on black porn actresses on these websites. Or talking about the oldest girl ass and shit, or is she legal yet? Where were y'all at? Where were y'all at? Where were you at when Joan Rivers said that Mrs. Obama was a tranny? You didn't call out Joan Rivers and say that was in poor taste. No, you go call out the black guy. But then Chelsea Clinton is married to a white Jewish dude. A white dude that identifies Jewish. So her and Ivanka Ivana Trump. What's her name? Ivana, whatever her name. I get the mother and daughter name mixed up. It's similar. They got two things in common. See, white women, they stick together no matter what, sisters. I mean, Chelsea said, that was just despicable. But I don't recall you defending Mrs. Obama with that passion or her daughters with that passion. It's funny how they talked about Mrs. Obama's mother. They talked about Mrs. Obama's sister-in-law, both her sister-in-law, President Obama's sister and her brother's wife and their daughter played basketball. They even gave the daughters playing basketball death threats. Y'all remember that? When Scott Bell, whose wife got brain cancer, God don't like ugly, was calling Mrs. Obama ugly and shit, where was Chelsea Clinton at? You was working at NBC. I guess, you thought we forget. I didn't forget that. Remember everybody, she was working at Dateline, a special correspondent and shit. What was that? Where was all the white women at? The feminists coming out. Where were all these women at today? And then they got this thing, women march and shit. Sisters, I mean, really. Y'all y'all remember this white chick? Y'all remember this chick? Elizabeth Lawton? A grown-ass woman criticized these two little girls. Y'all don't recall? Let me refresh you. Dear Sasha and Malia, I get you're both in those awful teen years, but you're part of the first family. Try showing a little class. And at least respect the part you play. Then again, your mother and father don't respect their positions very much, or the nation for that matter. So I'm guessing you're coming up in a little short in the good role model department. Nevertheless, stretch yourself. Rise to the occasion. Act like being in the White House matters to you. Dress like you deserve respect, not at a sports bar. And certainly don't make faces to televised public events. This is when President Obama was partnering a chicken, and his daughters obviously at their age where they didn't want to be there. They're at their age where they don't want to be taking pictures taken all the time. And this bitch went after them. Where were you at, Chelsea? Where were these white feminists at? Where were these gay women at? Where was all these groups at? But you get mad at a brother that made a piss poor joke that nobody really laughed at, but you're gonna come out and you're gonna go after him and say he should apologize to a woman who lies every time she gets in front of the goddamn cameras. But when these two little girls was on the attack, Chelsea ain't say a goddamn thing. It's funny how Chelsea got selective outrage. So what? The dude made a comment. How many politicians have made some disparaging comments about the Obama family? Bill O'Reilly, Rush Limbaugh talked about Mrs. Obama like a dog. They talked about the daughters. What kind of grown-ass adult go after the daughters? When Mrs. Obama, even when Trump won, you had a bunch of white women come out the woodwork the last few months of the year calling Mrs. Obama an ape. She like an ape, wishing death on her. I didn't hear you come out and say nothing to those white women, but you wanted to come out and say something to a black guy. He's a congressman, but all other congressmen have lied about Mrs. Obama, said they were spending money. She don't love America. Chelsea looked more like a rotten ass mama. I mean, she looked a little like a Debbie. She looked just like a spitting just a rotten ass mama. You buck-tooth bitch, you gonna sit here and you're gonna have faint outrage. But see, white women, they stick together, man. That's why I tell sisters, I say, why y'all keep defending these motherfuckers? I mean, let's be honest. I told you when I saw this, I said, don't that kind of look kind of inappropriate for a woman? She got her legs open, got a skirt on. Now I knew it wasn't nothing major, but I'm like, bunch of dudes around. White girl must be waiting for him. I mean, I said that myself, ha ha ha, he. But people made a big joke with she don't respect the Oval Office. Man, the Oval Office was disrespected a long time ago. I bet you Kennedy and Clinton got skeet stains all up on the ceiling. Or if you took a blue light up, I mean, yeah, I know over the years the carpet and shit been changed, but trust me, if they went in there with a blue light during the Clinton years or the Kennedy years, y'all obviously see me everywhere. That's why that brother made the joke, because she did that did look suggestive. But the fact is, Chelsea, she was outraged. And then this brother, I apologize. This made news. This actually made news. Jake Tapper and CNN saying, well, it's a double standard. This Cedric dude didn't say he grabbed women by the pussies. He didn't stick his finger up the cooch. He didn't do that. This false fucking equivalent. But y'all didn't say shit when people was calling Mrs. Obama a tranny, disrespecting her. Y'all didn't say shit when they was disrespecting the daughters or the mother-in-law or the sisters-in-law or the nieces. You didn't say shit. And Chelsea was the first daughter, so you'd think she'd be a lot more sympathetic to the girls than she would to the boy. Look how they made Gigi Hadid apologize for impersonating Melania Trump. Melania Trump got to where she at because she was laid on her back, open her legs, open her mouth, and her anus. Let's just keep it fucking real. Donald Trump been divorced, been married what? Been divorced twice, married 3 times. Out of all the racist shit that Trump and them did, all the stuff disrespectful, you get mad at this brother making a lame ass joke at Kellyanne, but she didn't say he and said some insulting shit. I mean, look at this. I mean, and then I could talk about these handkerchief heads in the video all by itself. But yeah, it can't get, even though she won't take a picture, that's what they have professional White House photographers for. It did look unprofessional. But it shouldn't have been a big deal. But when the brother made the joke, Chelsea, oh my gosh. She defended this white woman. But the same white woman never defended Chelsea. They stick together. See, the idea of calling another white woman out being a whore, they don't like that. They want the twin powers activate. Look how, this is why everybody believed that Bill Cosby was raping. Because a white woman came out in unison and said the same exact thing. They stick together. Mrs. Obama was disrespected like you wouldn't believe. But that's that Taco Bell eating motherfucker that said Mrs. Obama was like an ape. Ain't nobody, Chelsea didn't come out and argue. Hillary Clinton didn't come out and say shit. But Mrs. Obama out there passionately spoke to Hillary Clinton. Even if she didn't believe in it. She went out there and put a good face for it. But they couldn't even do that for the Obamas. Or Mrs. Obama in particular, her daughters. Chelsea, I got a question. Why didn't you don't defend Monica Lewinsky like that? Remember, Monica was an intern. She was young. Your father was well into his 50s. He knew better. At least late 40s, early 50s. He knew better. Monica Lewinsky ain't that much older than you, Chelsea. You didn't defend Monica Lewinsky. You ain't called out the TV shows or the movies or the music that have disrespected women and said certain things. Nah, a black guy made a joke, and then you can't do that. How dare that nigger make a joke about that white woman? I guarantee you, if a black come and made a joke about Monica Lewinsky, you wouldn't say shit. You're a fucking hypocrite. And I don't want to hear that shit about, well, you know, Monica Lewinsky did fuck her death. Still, she's a woman. It's so despicable, huh, Chelsea? Take your buck teeth ass and go sit down somewhere. You wouldn't have or be where you at was for your goddamn daddy being president of the United States. None of the Clintons could tell anybody what they should do inappropriate. Your father put laws in place to send black people, more so black men in jail, off unfair jail sentencing guidelines and shit. And this is where you want to draw a line and say, man, bitch, shut the fuck up.